We are live with the kitty, so say hi to the kitty. This lighting kind of it's a little weird. Anyways, well, this is not. Who gives a fuck about the lighting, right? That sounded like Johnny Bravo there. All right, so we are talking about Nike, Nike, and I didn't have it where I wanted it to be. So let's start out with we're looking at the 5 year Nike chart or the all time. So we're looking at the all time chart right here. And then we can look at the 1 month chart, which is 25% down. But I was saying the lifetime chart looks pretty healthy, except for it's going way down right now. But it's not a terrible chart. I would call that kind of a healthy chart, even though it has a bad ending. And then we just go the 1 year, we're down 40%. Blah, 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 blah. Now, I do have evidence of Congress doing insider trade, and I will show you my evidence. It's actually a screenshot from an app that says Congress. It is number one. But yeah, I um so basically with the tariffs, we don't really know how much tariff. They talked about over 100% tariff on Nike, which is shoes. Now Trump just came out today and said that he's going to cut that. There's going to be no tariffs on smartphones, semiconductors, and electronic devices. So I have a great idea for Nike. You could have smart shoes. You could have shoes that when you step down, they create energy. You could have cooling shoes. You could have a shoe that springs you up a little bit, helps you bounce. It artificial intelligent shoes. So and also you could have shirts that change colors and have advertisements on them, and you could just program in. You can have your favorite rap video on your shirt all day. Whatever you like, whatever you're into. But that's just my idea to get around the tariffs if they made smart shoes, which electronic devices, which would be very convenient, right, Kitty? To have don't you need? Doesn't everybody need a smart shoe? I mean, it could mine Bitcoin, communicate with you. It could have speakers in it. It could keep track of your steps. Anyways, so like I said, I'm doing a deep dive now. I looked up this Parish Square Capital. So they have bought uh like 18,000 shares. So I was trying to see if I could find like a congressman out here. I'll go to Twitter and show you. I did look up this Parish Square. Uh, I guess you can look to see what I found out. It looks like they own. It's a hedge fund managed company run by Bill Ackman. They own Chipotle, and they own a bunch of Google. They own a bunch of companies that own a bunch of companies that own a bunch of companies. Blah 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 blah. I didn't get my Twitter ready for you, so we are going to Twitter. So I did a little bit of a deep dive. Now I will show my proof, my proof of insider trade. Now it's not the best proof in the entire world. And then we're going to talk about what Chuck D from Public Enemy said about Nike in the year 1991. Now, back in those days, before gentrification, the inner cities were very, very rough. They were very, very trashed. After when Obama became president, they changed eminent domain that way. Someone could prove that they could come in and provide more tax revenue for the city so they could actually just give you fair market value for your land instead of all the I mean, there was a lot of mafia, a lot of terrible ways to get people to sell their property. But we won't get into that. But I'm just saying that back in those days, these inner cities were pretty rough. Now, where's my evidence? Okay, so I posted a picture of my. Oh, here it is, right here. Let me make sure that it's on your screen. Uh, I didn't show the part where it said. So basically, it's just the app that I have that shows the fear and greed meter, and then it has a list of 5 companies that Congress is buying and trading. And so I guess it says Mallory Taylor Green. We can look that person up real quick. Um, I I believe that is a Republican because it has a little elephant. So then Marjorie Taylor Greene is purchasing Nike. That is my proof of Congress buying. So it was, I guess it's a Republican. So not like I was trying to make the Democrats. Oh wait, elephant. Yeah, elephant is. So we are at my not funny man page, and like I was saying, there is Flavor Flav is the guy on the right. He's known for having the clock around his neck. And then there's Chuck D. He's kind of like a black civil rights activist, very opinionated. When I was a kid, he was one of my favorite people to listen to. Flavor Flav, I guess their most popular song was Get Up, Get Down. 911's a jump to your town. Then they had their song Shut 'em Down, which actually Shut 'em Down is from the lyrics "Shut 'em down" is actually what we are talking about. So I actually looked in, and I will be honest, I did look. I asked Grok if there's any Congress people trading Nike, and Grok didn't say there was any, but there was no evidence according to Grok. But then, like I said, this app that I have is just called Fear and Greed. It says right there, Congress trades. Okay, so this is on your screen, but I am having trouble reading it or scrolling down actually. Okay. Chuck D, the frontman of Public Enemy, has expressed critical views about Nike and its group's music, specifically addressing the company's relationship with Black communities. In the 1991 song Shut 'em Down from the album Apocalypse 91, the Empire, or not the Empire, the Enemy Strikes Back. He rapped, I like Nike, but wait a minute. The neighborhood supports, so put some money in it. Corporations owe, they gotta give up the dough to my town, or else we gotta shut them down. Very powerful lyrics. I like Nike, but wait a minute. The neighborhood supports, so put some money in it. The corporation owes. They gotta give up the dough to my town, or else we gotta shut them down. Shut them down. Shut them down. Shut them down, shut them down, shut them down. Yeah, boy. Anyway, okay, I didn't think my night would end up like this. These lyrics call out Nike for profiting from Black consumers without reinvesting in their communities, suggesting a need for economic recipro- reciprocity. Fuck. Oh, I hate fucking not knowing these big fucking words. Recip- Reciprocal productivity. Okay. Anyways, you got me. In 1991, interview with melody maker Chuck D elaborated on his song's message, slating "Shut 'em Down" a major is about major corporations like Nike taking profits from the Black community and not giving back, never opening a business in Black areas, and it is saying that the best way to boycott the business is to start your own business. This reflects a broader stance on corporate accountability and economic empowerment, urging Black communities to demand more companies like Nike to build their own alternatives. There is no record in the provided content of Chuck D commenting on Nike shoes themselves in terms of their design or their quality. His focus is on the company's business practices. If you're looking for something more specific, anyways, I wish I knew that reciprocity. Reciprocity. Uh, we could look up that Mallory Taylor Green, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. I want to express a shout out towards Chuck D. Uh, one of the a very great political leader in my time, in my lifetime, and he really did inspire me. Kind of like there was a quote from Tupac. He said, "I won't be the one that will change the world, but I will be the one that inspires the person that changes the world." Anyways, like my buddy J Chain says, every day make your life 1% better. Just every day, 1% better. Yeah, if you got what 300 days, over 300 days in a year, so you'll be 300% by the end of the year. Now, if you can't make yourself better, you need to make your kitty's life better. You can make your dog's life better. You can make your neighbor's life better. You can just go find some random person, make their life 1% better. If you can't improve your own life, you can help somebody else. So we can all work together, making everybody 1% better. You could build your relationship with your father. You could go tell your mother that you love her. You could call your baby mama. Oh, the kitty jumped up. But anyways, but yeah, that's just my advice on life, and make your community 1% better. Make the Black community 1% better. I really I hope that you don't think that I'm mocking the Black community because they do have some struggles, but I just wanted to point this out, and I don't want their I want their voice to be heard. Fight the power.